coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Here's Van Vliet following the bucket by the Spurs. It's Durant on the wing. The three. Here's Şengün. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
Pass to Barnes. Johnson for three. And he's good on the three ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Şengün. Out to Smith. Houston moving the ball around. Just three to shoot. Misses off the right iron. We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. It's a 5-point game.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Stolen by Durant.
Great anticipation defensively. He saw the ball coming before it even left the passer's hands.
Here's Johnson. And Johnson with the stuff.
Just a great player in the open court. Johnson moves so well and able to complete that break.
Fox with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
And the Rockets with possession here after the basket by San Antonio. Here's KD. And he uses the glass on the layup. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just working his way inside there. Durant so good at just finding his shot all over the court. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Smith wide open. He fired. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith checks both boxes.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Kevin, back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Spurs leading by 6. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Wembanyama. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And the first one drops. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
He's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
It just moves so fluidly for a guy his size. Durant is an absolute terror to defend on the drive.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Here's Finney-Smith. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Fox with the steal. And it's Vassell in the corner. Sinks the triple.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumpers. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
Durant with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Oh, just a little too cute on that one, and it cost him.
Outside for Durant. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Finney-Smith's got 5 points so far.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
Pass to Johnson. Wembanyama, a screen. Wembanyama, deadly inside.
The assist.
And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Down low. Adams. Rebound, San Antonio. To the inside. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Here's KD. Covered by Barnes. Here's Eason. Back to Şengün. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
To the paint. Here's KD. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And it's 8 points for Kevin Durant. San Antonio leading by 6. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Harper. It's up a 3. Eason grabs the board. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Outside Harper. And here's Barnes for 3. Here's Wembanyama. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And it's Smith missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Right side, Durant. Good defense by Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 5. To the middle. The kick out to Harper. Smith outside. A 3-ball. Another miss by Houston. Here's San Antonio now. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Both teams will make substitutions.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
Durant in the corner. There's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Durant's got 14 points.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Inside. The Rockets pull it in. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. KD, so efficient in there.
There is no limit to what KD can do scoring the basketball.
Fox with it. Picked up by Thompson. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Pass to Şengün. And here's KD for 3. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio.
33.
They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats. Arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
Olynyk. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Olynyk's got his first points of the game.
And you just have to have an appreciation how under control Fox plays. I like watching him work the ball through the D in that pick and roll.
Pass to Olynyk. Three-pointer, Fox. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Thompson with the bucket.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
On the wing, Fox. Here he goes. Adams, some nice D. Rockets trailed by 5. Outside, KD. Here's Thompson. Banked in off the glass. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And we mentioned Durant's scoring ability often, but they're showing how good of a passer he can be.
Johnson outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. Johnson's got 8 points.
If he gets that kind of space on the perimeter, you know it's going in.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Fox. Pass to Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the dunk by Sochan.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You gotta love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Smith outside. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. And yes, it's good.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Yes, that goes in. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. 5 to shoot. And here's Johnson outside. The rebound by Steven Adams. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Pass to Sochan. Back to Castle. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. Can't connect from short range. Spurs leading by 6. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Substitution on the court.
1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. The kick out to Fox. No good with the wing jumper. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. San Antonio leading by 6. Vassell outside. To the paint. The kick out to Barnes. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Van Vliet outside. To the inside. Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Wembanyama.
Well, as a defender, it's hard to overcome a height disadvantage when you're that close to the basket.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with them. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Yeah, this coaching staff is frustrated right now. They just can't figure out a way to slow him down. They've got to push him off his spot.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where
The Spurs, 51.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Down low, here's Wembanyama. The shot comes out.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Here's Fox. He takes it in. Stolen by Thompson. From deep. Oh, KD buries the 3.
Silky corner shot by Durant. He is so confident in his ability to hit from that range.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Pass to Şengün to tie it up. The Rockets with the new 14. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Out to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Smith outside. Over Johnson. Smith, no good.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, but you've got to be smarter. That's a low percentage pass.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. San Antonio making a switch here. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. So both teams changing it up here. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
And how about the show Wemby's putting on here? When he gets it going, Victor is pretty much unstoppable.
Back to Finney-Smith. Outside for KD. Screen by Şengün. And it's Kevin Durant with the 3. KD's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Houston. Here's Barnes. Fox. Missed on the 3.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And just incredible effort. Now, do they have the stamina to close this out? Let's see.
Here's Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Just 5 to shoot. Now Wembanyama. Holy cow! What a bailout!
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
Now Şengün. Now Durant. The shot is good.
But when you need a bucket, he's your guy.
Now Wembanyama. Şengün with the rebound.
Oh, just a little too cute on that one, and it cost us.
Rebounded by Vassell. San Antonio trailing here. Johnson right side. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Johnson outside. Six to shoot. Outside, Fox. Trained from outside.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Şengün with the ball. Fires the three. That one misses. And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Wembanyama. Oh, that was a two-hander.
The nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Outside, Fox. Now Wembanyama. Rebounded by Thompson. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
He drills the three.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open court.
And it's why every team in this league now looks to run. The numbers say you have an advantage.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. The Rockets making a switch here. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, you can't let...
Let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
It's the first that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It becomes a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a three here and then count on them to miss free throw.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus and we'll have to go to the line for 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And what's their best move at this point?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's San Antonio who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the